Here's a question as you're trying to rebuild yourself. How committed are you once you make a decision, especially when it comes to your health? When you commit to, I'm going to exercise or I'm going to walk, how committed are you? Do you ever hear yourself saying things like, well, I don't feel like it now, or it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too rainy, it's too sunny, it's too late, it's too early? Especially do I want to talk about the one that says, I don't feel like it. If you find yourself saying these things, then I suggest to you that you need to examine your literally character, because this is a weakness that you will not be able to rebuild yourself if it becomes a constant part of you, if it's a character flaw. You see, any successful person has got to be able to commit to the progress. Peter Drucker says in his book, read it a while back, The Effective Executive, recently revisited it. He says, do not make the decision twice. If you're redeciding every time that what you've already predetermined you must do in order to get from here to there, then you're not doing yourself justice. You're giving yourself an option on things that should not be optional, things that successful people would do even if they don't feel like it. Now, we understand that things change, that there could be emergencies. If there's no dire consequences, nobody's going to get hurt, or something isn't going to become harmful or anything, then why are you changing your mind when you know the thing you're supposed to do? Remove the emotion from it, commit to it in spite of the feelings that you might have. This is my big thought for the day. Why am I saying this? Because I've been guilty of it. When I have failed at the things that I've tried to succeed at, it's that character flaw that I didn't install, that just kind of lazy me let get in there. Well, it's out now. You've got to get it out. You've got to get that flaw of thinking that you can change your mind and commit to it. 90 days is what we're trying to do in this program, and we've got to commit to it. We're well into it. We've got about 2.5 months left to stay committed to what you know you need to do in order to get there. If you're like me, you just get tired of hearing yourself say things like, well, I've got to do that. I've got to exercise. You don't have to do anything to begin with. It's your life. You don't have to listen to me. You don't even have to do what you think you have to do. You make that free will choice. But if you're going to succeed, there are things that you must do. And that's the point that we're making here. Be tough on yourself. Take that character, remold, rebuild it. Be the ideal you. The future self that you see is not the person that says, I don't feel like it now, or that it allows any interference in the schedule to put your own health, literally yourself, your well-being, second to whatever is happening. There are a lot of good reasons, and sometimes we have to suck it up, and sometimes we have to take care of somebody, do something else. But most of the time, you need to take care of yourself. And saying I don't feel like it, that is not taking care of you. That's a voice that your mind, your heart can get into. It just wants to keep you in this like comfortable place. And we got to toughen up and get rid of that. So that's my thought for the day. As today's sun is going down out here, it's a little cold, and I thought, man, for me in Florida here, when you start getting into the 50s, it's kind of cool to be in a pool. Now, you want to talk about a real excuse? The pool is heated, and I had to tell myself, no, you're going, because it'll be a little cool when we get out, right? So anyway, wanted to share that with you. Keep it under 5 minutes. That's the thought for the day. If you say you're going to do it, the walk, the exercise, the healthy eating, I challenge you for the next 90 days, show up, do the thing, gain the power.